There he is. Yo.
Memento, I gotta set my headphones up real quick.
Sure. Good? What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
How you
Nothing
doing?
much. I set up my. I'm good. I set up my room a little bit.
Yeah, look at
Closer
this.
to
You're
the
in a
thing,
different
so we'll see
locale.
how this.
That's
Little
like-
lighthouse.
Yeah, what's going on behind you? I like the
Me too.
artwork.
What's up? Yeah, a little sailboat action. Just
Keeping it Puerto Rican.
closer to the router.
Oh,
Totally
wise.
keeping it fresh.
Wise.
Right next to the. Yeah. Hopefully this helps out activity.
You're coming through
and
crystal clear.
We're not talking over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good to hear. Un momento. Come here. You almost knocked my thing down. Okay. Oh,
What
back
was that?
again. Just a little rascal running around
That's all right.
and falling down.
It makes the video more interesting.
Oh. Yeah, never a dull moment around here.
Yeah.
Something always happening. Gracias. Oh. Shut the door. We should be uninterrupted.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice pick yesterday. Again. Dude.
Yeah.
You are crushing it.
I was looking at the Saturday slate, and those are going to be a little trickier to predict.
Yeah, but being that you've gotten every single pick right, you haven't missed one so far. You realize that?
No, I missed one.
Did you? What'd you call wrong?
I called Fulham with the win, and they drew.
Wow. Still, they drew. I mean, that was a nice, even that was surprising.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start laying down money on your picks.
Hopefully, that's what this channel is all about. Get the people, get the people going. To quote Will Ferrell.
All right, so we'll talk. We got 8 games, I think, Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk about that in a second, but figure we could talk about, because there's been so many good midfielders this season. Let's talk about who do you think the best midfielder is right now in the Prem?
Okay. Best? Well, are we talking like a number 10 or like a number 6?
I'm going to anywhere in that midfield. 10, 8, 6.
Okay.
So you could go Bruno, Grealish, Pogba, De Bruyne, Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yeah. Too soon?
Probably too soon. He didn't really look good yesterday. I mean, he was okay, but
it's hard to be influential every game, and that's what I was thinking about when you teased your Pogba versus Grealish query.
That's a good way to think about it.
Because Pogba on his day is the best. And un momento.
Mm.
Come here. Okay. I'll lay the suitcase down. My left hand. He pushed his way right in. Okay. You want to hang out with him? No. I was going to put it down. I can do it. It's okay. Unless you want to bring your computer in here. Yeah, I'm training right now, Sean. We're seeing my fatherly skills.
I think you'd be a good dad, huh?
I think I'd be a good pops. I have some patience, but
that's the main thing, huh? You got to be patient.
This little tyke, he's a handful, though. I gotta tell you.
Aren't they all?
Gracias. Yeah, true, but he's like almost 2.
Oh, the terrible 2s.
Yeah, so he's He's a handful, always getting into something. But all right,
Yeah.
I barricaded the door, so now we should be okay. Unless he's like the strongest 2-year-old I've ever encountered. He's trying. Yes, we sure will. But what are you doing? Un momento. Okay. I was gonna turn the box. I'm just gonna turn the box. All right, sorry about all that, Sean.
It's all good.
I think right now we should be good.
I'm dealing with this
Maybe.
puppy. Probably not quite the same, but
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard training a little puppy too.
I think that's part of the issue here. You gotta start out early, or else
They need leaders. That's the thing. They need leaders. Like you got to actually like delegate and show them what you want, or else they'll run all over you.
Precise. And I think that might be a concern at this point.
Oh, okay. Well, you got time.
Plenty of time. But it's not my fight. It's not my fight.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, I can only do so much.
This is just practice.
Exactly. Yeah. I did fail my first test.
Your first test?
Well, it was probably like my third or fourth test, but he was running around with Nutella all over his hands.
Oh, the Nutella.
Nutella, big down here.
Yeah.
Huge.
Uh-huh.
Hazelnut on top of hazelnut on top of hazelnut. But I had some slick pantaloons on, my favorite gray Pima cotton,
Oh no. Yeah.
And we were just talking. He like smacked Brittany's brother, and we were like, "Oh, watch your clothes. He has Nutella all over his hands." He's like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
And then he just clambers right on over to me, and he's like,
"No."
And I didn't even and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah.
And because I was mad at myself because literally we just saw what happened, and then
it's one of those things that's like you're just watching like your phone fall off the table or something. You see it's gonna happen, but it's just that it's too quick.
And it didn't and I was
it doesn't register. Just a half second late. But you can't always be smooth, Mike. You know that.
No, because if you were always smooth, there would be no smooth.
What's the point? Yeah. Right. What's the point of life if you're always smooth? Come on. There's got to be a little bumps. You got to ride the bumps.
You learn from them more than But
we gonna talk about midfielders, or you just want to keep?
Anyway, yes, please. Anyway, we got past the animal and child husbandry part of our show.
Yeah.
Now, midfielders.
Midfielders. Who's the best in the Prem? Right now.
Right now, I have a hard time going away from Jackie Grealish.
I like that.
Every week, you know what you're going to get. He's going to take people on. He's going to create. Yeah. And, I mean, is he going to smash, the Pogba-esque volley curlers? Sometimes. But I just like the week in, week out contribution. You're never going to ask, which Grealish are you going to get?
And he's so much the main man for that team. I mean, where Aston Villa goes, or where Grealish goes, is where Villa goes. I mean, he's so influential to their team.
Yeah. But that concerns me slightly. If he was to transfer to a bigger club, you're going to be like, dude, give me the ball.
I just feel like it'd be so interesting to see him for a bigger club, but that is the conundrum, right? Because so many people move to that bigger club and more or less fail. Look at Hazard. People are talking about getting rid of Hazard already at Madrid, and he was the best player in the Prem, best before he left. So
yeah, it's almost you have to change your game up a little bit.
Probably you're playing for a different manager and a whole different team. You got to prove yourself again. That's the other thing as well. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're still the new guy. You still got to prove yourself.
And all those other world-class players don't really like taking a back seat as much as your cast of Villa characters.
Yeah, you just went up another level. Like just even another. Like
Mhm.
Aston Villa is incredible in the grand scheme of football, but
Oh, yeah,
you know,
totally.
you made it
Yeah.
to Aston Villa as a football player, you're doing quite well. But then if you go to like Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, it's just even another step.
hmm So who's
Yeah, I
your
mean,
pick?
I would have to say Bruno Fernandez just on current form.
Hard to
The
go away from that one.
Yeah, what you said about being influential really, yeah, that makes sense to me. And I would tip Bruno over Grealish simply because he plays for Man United. I feel like they're doing similar things, but
hmm
Bruno's doing it for Man United. Whatever you want to think about Man United right now, and Grealish is doing it for Aston Villa. Whatever you want to think about Aston Villa right now. Both
I see
excellent
that.
players, both doing very well, but based on that, I would go Bruno. And based on the fact he has 11 goals, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. The reason I went with Grealish was just because he has a little bit more, I would say, defensive responsibility involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bruno comes deep and all, but he's
Not
pretty
really.
much, you know what I mean. He's more of a,
He's a
he's a
street
number 10.
footballer. Like he might come
Yeah.
back and nick a tackle every once in a while, but that's not a
Right.
consistent part of his game.
Right.
Or should it
He's
be?
there.
I like the way Ollie has him playing.
He's there for the offense.
He has such a free role. It's so interesting to watch Man United play and see where he is on the field. He is all over the field. Left side, right side, center. Like, you
He'll be
know,
like playing. He'll be like in the left back position sometimes. You're like,
seriously.
where's this guy? He's everywhere.
Yeah, and you're like, why is he there? And then he'll pick like an amazing pass out, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, that makes sense. Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But Papa's playing really well, and it seems like it'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of the season if he stays or goes. I almost get the feeling he's going to stay now.
I feel like that as well. And this also might be in the column for Grealish. Not that I don't like Fernandez because I think he's sublime.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was looking at, he doesn't have the cover defensively that like a McTominay and a Pogba can
Mm-hmm.
allow.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to really get much deeper than the halfway line if he doesn't really want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. So we're giving no love to De Bruyne. He's just
I
been too
love
good for
Kevo.
too long, type of player, probably.
I think the problem with De Bruyne is he's been spectacular for the past like 3 seasons.
He's so good.
And this year, he's still amazing, but he hasn't been converting. The finishing hasn't quite been there like it has been.
Yeah, I mean, for his standards, he's having an average season. In the
That's
overall
my point.
scheme of things, he's still having a great season, but for his standards,
Right.
man, he could still pick a pass. He could just pick a pass, both feet. Ugh, he's so fun to watch.
The bar is just so high for him.
Yeah, and he's a goal scorer. I think that's what changed. That's changed the most probably the last 7, 8 years. Like in that number 10 position, if you're going to play attacking midfielder, like you got to score goals and you got to be even a little bit more defensive now too, depending on what team you play for or what manager you play for. More so, so yeah.
That's a great point. And when I've watched him this season, a lot of the shots that would, you know, play a little pipe music and go in are now just cannoning back out.
Yeah.
Just fine little margins.
Yeah. That's football. How about let's give some love real quick to JWP though. James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, he was
Best free best
in my
free kick taker.
calculation.
Best free kick taker in the Premier League. Over all those guys, I would say. If you know, you know. Like if you watch
Yeah, you think so?
Southampton, you know that. You know that to be true.
Mm-hmm.
So that like I think about the Arsenal game. Yeah, I think about that Arsenal game, that free kick he had. Oh my gosh, man.
Is he on a Beckham level?
Not yet. But he's another guy you would love to see play for a bigger club, and I'm sure he will. I'm sure he definitely will in a year or two. He
He's been
definitely.
around forever.
Yeah, but he's still young, right? How old is he?
Yeah, I think he made his debut at 17. So
Dang, great player. I would love to. I would love him at Arsenal. Now that we're talking about it.
they need a little bit of
Yeah, there's
a
no
little
links.
bit
Grant.
of love in
There's
there.
no links to him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I'd be cool with it though.
I'd be totally cool with it. All right, so I'm gonna say Bruno in current form. Who'd you say?
Grealish.
Grealish. I don't
You
think
can't
you
argue
can.
about
Yeah, I
either
can't.
one really.
All right, let's talk about Saturday and Sunday. That's the juicy stuff anyway.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. First games tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Wolves at home to West Brom. So you got West Brom's a 6-1 underdog. Wolves are minus 167.
It's a big line there.
Yeah. Got Big Sam. Big Sam for West Brom.
Yeah, I'm taking Wolves though.
You're gonna go Wolves?
Yeah,
What's your score?
give me a 1-0.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the draw on this one. I'm gonna say 1-1 draw.
Fair scoreline.
I was just thinking about Big Sam and maybe getting a point there. And Wolves have been good, but they haven't been as good as they've been in recent seasons. They're pretty solid mid-table this year.
I think they really miss Jimenez.
Oh, massively. Okay, let's go next.
It's like the Portuguese development squad.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, next game's fun. So we got that's at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We got Leeds at home to Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of these games you get odds either team you pick. I like that. So you get plus 120 for Leeds, and Brighton's the underdog at plus 225.
You want to leave that one off?
Sure. I'll go Leeds 3-2. Go 3-2.
Ooh.
They've been looking good. And they're one of my favorite teams to watch. And I feel like the way that Brighton's going to line up against them, it should make for an entertaining game with goals. So I'll go 3-2 based on that.
I think I could see where you're coming from on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with an exciting 2-2 draw.
Okay. I could see that as well.
Mm-hmm. A back and forth type of game.
That would be one I might lay some money on too, just considering everyone's getting odds. I like that.
Mm.
All right. Also at 10 a.m. would be West Ham at home to Burnley. That's a game not many people are going to watch, unless you're a fan. Unless you're a fan of one of those two teams.
It's a lot of claret and blue on the pitch.
Yeah. West Ham minus 121 at home. Burnley plus 380.
You want me to start this one off?
Yeah. Burnley always seems to be a bigger underdog than they should be, I feel like. I wonder how much money you'd be up right now if you took Burnley every game this year. I bet you'd be up a little bit of change because they always get such good odds, and they're a better team than you realize.
They're organized.
Very organized. Sean Dyche.
But so maybe this is a good thing or this is a bad thing. I don't know. You tell me. But prior to our conversation here today, I actually did a little supplementary research.
Look at you. Let's go.
For the first time in like 5 shows. And I was quite surprised to see Burnley on a total of 9 goals for the entire season.
Oh, God.
Which puts them at a dead heat with Sheffield
Wow. So they are
for
just
worse.
playing. They're doing very well defensively. Because let me check where they are in the table.
They're 16th, I think.
Oh, okay. So maybe my thought was off. Yeah, there are 4 wins, 4 draws, 8 losses for a total of 16 points. Their goal differential is minus 12.
Yeah.
They have not, you're right, 9 goals and 21 goals against. So I was way off. I don't know why I'm giving them more respect than I should be.
Seasons past, perhaps.
Well, what can we, yeah. And what can we do now, though? When you look at the table, you have to try to envision the future. You know, if the season ended today, they'd be in 16th place. But will they, at the end of the season, are they going to stay 16th or will they move up or will they move down? I would think
Well, I
they
think
move up a couple places.
I think that depends on them finding the back of the net a few more times.
Sure.
You know,
That's
because
that's a good stat though you threw out there because that is bad. Yeah, that's really bad.
yeah, really bad. 20 through what? 20, almost 20 games played at this point.
16. And then just to
So
quickly go back to that Brighton game, who's going up against Leeds. Let's just look at the stats for this. Brighton has 21 goals for, which is pretty solid for a team that's in 17th. And Leeds has 30. So
there's a lot of goals in the games.
and listen to this. Listen to this. Brighton's given up 29 goals, which is up there with most given up in the Prem. Leeds has given up 33 goals, which I believe, yeah. Oh no, that's second. That's second highest in the Prem, only behind West Brom. So yeah, that should equal a high scoring game there.
Yeah, I would think so.
But anyways, we're talking about West Ham and Burnley.
West Ham and Burnley.
I'll go West Ham. I'll go West Ham based off what we just talked about. I'll go West Ham 2-0.
Okay.
Sorry, 1-0. Let me change that. 1-0. 1-0.
You took my score line. I'll take the 2-0.
All right. All right. Moving on. Then we go to the afternoon. We got Fulham at home to Chelsea. Fulham is plus 575, Chelsea minus 186, and then you get 3-1 odds on the draw. This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Yeah. I'm going to say with the quick turnaround, scheduling, not really doing the Cottagers any favors here.
Not at all, huh?
Not at all.
They are at home.
So,
and they just got a good point. So
they did. I'm going to take the Blues 1-0.
Yeah, that sounds like a good scoreline. I'll take the Blues. I think Fulham gets a goal. I'll say 2-1 Chelsea.
Fair enough.
Okay. Last Saturday games at 3:00. Good game. Wow. Leicester City at home to Southampton. Southampton is plus 350. Leicester City, slightly, you got to pay for odds on it. It's minus 124. The draw is plus 270.
That's a tricky one.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
I'll throw some stats at you. Leicester has 10 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses, plus 10 goal difference. They have 32 points. They're in 4th place in the Prem, solidly in 4th. Scoring a lot of goals, 31. They're up there. Southampton
conceding a few though.
Southampton only wow. So Southampton wins, they will be tied with Leicester. They're only 3 points back. Southampton 26 goals for 19 goals against. So Southampton doing very solid, playing very solid defensively, and getting still a fair amount of goals. Good matchup.
I got to give some love to Southampton before I go any further because
definitely
they've really worked their way up. You know, they got promoted only a few seasons ago.
I think the word that best describes them is efficient. When you
Hmm.
lose, when you're losing these players, but replacing them with good young players. Um, their manager, I can't pronounce his name, but Raphael, I don't, you know how to pronounce his name? But anyways, he's doing a
No.
great job. I'm liking the way they play, the high press. Yeah, I like Southampton a lot.
Yeah, I was just thinking back to like a few years ago when they would be like, scrapping with like Jay Rodriguez and
Yeah,
like Gaston Ramirez, and
yeah.
now they're
hmm
a top table, top half of the table side.
They're better than Arsenal this year.
Yeah,
Significantly
uh,
better than Arsenal.
they
It would take a
smack them
lot for
around.
Arsenal to usurp them.
Great word. When we watched them play, they kind of beat the Gunners convincingly.
Let me see if I can throw another stat out to you. Oh, here's a good one for this game. Best away records in the Premier League.
Mm.
Leicester City has a second.
Okay.
Oh, but they are at home. Sorry, they are at home. It doesn't. Oh,
Uh,
interesting. So this is actually interesting. So Southampton has the third best home record. They're playing away. Leicester has the second best away record, but they're playing at home.
hmm.
So it kind of like it's a little bit of a wash here on that
Yeah, a
aspect.
little bit. I will start us off,
Okay,
and I'm going to take a 1-1 draw in this
that's probably smart, and you get plus 270 on that.
one. Mm.
I will say I will go Leicester. I will go Leicester 2-1.
I knew that 2-1 was coming.
All right, we go to Sunday. Sunday 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Sheffield United coming off their first one of the season,
Mm.
going up against Tottenham. Sheffield United is at home. Sheffield United is over a 5-1 underdog at home, plus 525. Tottenham minus 157. This is an intriguing game. This isn't a
What
slam
do you
dunk for Tottenham, in my opinion.
What do you get with the draw?
Yeah, it's not great. You get plus 265. I feel like you should be getting
Okay.
better than that.
Yeah, I would think so. Being that one is Sheffield and one is Tottenham.
Right. But Tottenham hasn't, they've been a little bit on the decline the last 3 or 4 weeks.
And
Still a much better team to Sheffield, just on face value.
I mean, the talent is really not even.
And actually, you could think about it like this: that's really not that bad odds for Tottenham, minus 157, going up against
Mhm.
arguably a team that arguably could go down as the worst Premier League team in the history of the
They're
league.
certainly on pace.
I mean, they are 1, 2, and 15, bro. 9 goals for, 29 goals against, 5 points. 5 points.
So
5 points out of 18 games. So
does Jose park the bus in this one too?
yeah, he'll probably go 1-0,
Honestly,
go 1-0 up and then park the bus. Yeah, that is frustrating.
quick rant.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think Mourinho is playing to his squad's strength.
Hmm.
And one goal is not enough in the Premier League to just sit on and hope for the best.
Yeah, I agree. He changes the tactics up a little too quickly after that first goal.
Yeah, he's like, you're Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Like play
No,
some
I know.
expansive. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And
Yeah, but
he's
he's been
old.
doing it. He's
He's
been
always
doing it.
played that way.
He's been doing it for years. So
I
yeah,
know, but that's why he's never really stuck at any of the managed, in my humblest of opinions. Like his greatest success is with Porto.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Still
great,
low in
good
Inter.
job. But like now you have,
Inter.
yeah, but like now you have Sure. But I mean, come on now. How
Yeah,
was
I
his
agree.
Madrid days?
I agree. I've watched a decent amount of Tottenham, and I don't think it's as bad as you say, to be honest. Like, I think I still enjoy watching them play. I guess my issue is the last few games when I've seen them take a lead, they seem to go into a shell instead of pushing on and getting that second or third goal. That would be my criticism.
No, that's my thoughts exactly.
Oh,
My
okay.
thoughts exactly. You have a team down, you gotta,
Yeah.
close it out. Don't let them hang around and sit back in your half. What are you doing?
Yeah. With that being said, they have a lot of talented players, and I think against this opponent, I'm going to say that talent just pulls through over tactics, whatever tactics they decide to play. And I'm going to go 3-0 Tottenham.
I'm gonna take a 2-0 Tottenham win for the reasons you pretty much just outlined. That
Yeah.
they can't, I mean, feasibly
It's
sit
it's a
back
miss
against
it's a
Sheffield.
mismatch. Let's be honest. It's a
Yeah,
mismatch.
yeah. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it would take a very big surprise for Tottenham not to win. All right,
Yeah,
let's
too
move on.
much. Too
Let's
much.
move on to the big one. Here you go. The top of the table clash, the game we've been waiting for. Sunday
Yeah.
at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Liverpool at home to Man United.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool only minus 105, basically even money to take Liverpool here. Man United, we all know how good they are away from home, and they are plus 270.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you like Liverpool to win, good odds. I think if you like Man United to win, good odds. And then the draw is plus 285. So this is a good game to bet on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me find some stats for this one. Let's look at that away record. Yep, Man United still does have the best away record. They are 7-1 on the road. That's pretty good.
Mm.
That's pretty good. Oh, but look at this clash. Best home record, Liverpool 7.
Liverpool.
Wow.
Strength against strength.
By the way, me and you both predicted these teams to finish 1-2 a week ago.
In a different order.
Yeah, but just the fact that we picked them 1-2, when I'm assuming a lot of people didn't have Man United up in those one or two spots.
Mm-mm.
You know,
under the radar.
it just goes to show we know what we're talking about.
Sometimes even a broken clock's right twice a day.
You said it. All right, I'll start off. I'll go. Man,
It's a tough one.
I'll go a draw. So
Okay.
basically, I want to say Man United, but I don't want to go as far to say they're going to win. I'll go a 2-2 draw. Good game.
Okay.
Good game, exciting game. 4 goals. Goals are split 2-2. 2-2. Man United and Liverpool.
I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
Wow. But you're saying Man United is going to come back and clip them for the title?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right.
I just think those Liverpool will get up for this one.
It's a big game, but no matter who wins, both teams still have a huge chance to win the title. This isn't a title deciding game,
By no means.
By no means. Yeah. All right, last one on Sunday. We got Man City at home to Crystal Palace. Goodness gracious, look at these odds. Crystal Palace plus 1,700.
Wowzers.
Now, I know they haven't looked good. Like, I just watched them play Arsenal. They don't look anything special. Zaha's not really having the greatest season. But plus 1,700 for a Premier League team? I mean, it's possible.
And what are they, like 12th?
Yeah, it's not even like this. This isn't Sheffield United. They are, you were close, 13th. They're 1 point behind Arsenal. They have 6 wins, 5 draws, 7 losses.
Okay.
22 goals for, 29 goals against, around 23 points.
Okay.
So basically, if anyone happens to be watching this video and doesn't know anything about betting on sports, if you put $100 on Crystal Palace and they somehow won, you would have a $1,700 return. There's a lot of value in that, I would say.
Yeah, there's not. It's a good little swing.
It's a great swing.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No, clearly the odds makers don't either. But I just think that's a crazy spread. I mean, even if it was plus 1,000, I would have thought that was fair. So
1,700 is absurd.
I mean, honestly, like I might just put $100 on it just to do it because it's possible. It's possible they could win that game. Very possible. I've seen crazier things.
Oh yeah, any given Sunday.
Here we go. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Crystal Palace. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Man City's grinding out wins. You know, they're not blowing anyone away recently, but I think that's a sign of a good team. I'm gonna go Man City 2-0.
Yeah, I like that scoreline as well. I think what you said.
The draw is plus 700, by the way. So good odds on the draw too.
Great odds for the draw. I kind of agree with what you said. How City is kind of being economical, grinding them out. They're not playing people off the park like they were last season or the year before, where like you knew there was going to be like 4 goals in it.
Yeah, and they're not really being talked about either.
Yeah. Since you took 2,
yeah,
I'll take a 1-0 City grind fest.
Okay. I think it's a good pick. All right, so that rounds up the weekend's games. We actually have games on Monday. Arsenal plays at home to Newcastle. Then we have a game on Tuesday. 2 games on Tuesday. We have games on Wednesday. We have a game on Thursday. Wow. The Premier League's just smushing these teams in, huh? Getting them to play.
They don't stop coming.
Yeah, but we could talk about that another day. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll see how we do.
Big slate. A lot of games.
Unfortunately, we didn't really pick any. We sort of agreed with each other a lot here. But that's all right.
We did. But, great minds and all that.
There wasn't really many games that were like, kind of toss-ups. It's a lot of favorites against underdogs.
There is a bit of that. Really, only like maybe your Liverpool United or Leeds and who's Leeds playing again?
Yeah, Leeds and Brighton.
Yeah, those are like the only 2. Like,
I like that one. And actually, the first one we talked about, low key, is a good betting game, I'd say. West Brom plus 600. West Brom could beat Wolves, and at getting 6-1 odds, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a sneaky pick.
Also, if you like Brighton to beat Leeds, you're getting plus 225. That could totally happen. And then, I think Leeds will win, and you're still getting plus 20 on that. Chelsea.
Yeah, they play both of those teams. London derby.
Yeah. I'd say the one I'm looking forward to the most, well, I mean, it's obvious, Liverpool, Man United. Yeah. But besides Liverpool, Man United, I'd say Leicester City, Southampton. That'll be a fun game to watch.
That's a good one, too. That's a real good one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
That's the best thing, Then you get to see how crazy off you really are.
And you could keep building up your data.
Yes. Yes. I'm afraid to start overthinking things, but that's the trend that it'll take.
Well, whatever you're doing, you're on fire. So we'll see.
Let the good times roll, Just I put my pants on one leg at a time like everybody else,
Oh, really? I always thought you jumped in 2 at a time.
You know, I've tried that before, and I could
Have
never
you?
pull it off. Yeah, give it a try.
I
Even
will
like
give it a try.
even like a pair of like, you know,
I'm not doing much today.
silky,
Maybe I'll give that a shot.
some silky gym shorts. You know, you can hold the legs open and try.
Oh, well, that's cheating. You can't do it with gym. I'm talking about actual pants.
I'm saying you can't even do it with gym shorts. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm gonna try
Give
that
it a
out.
try. Maybe
Okay.
my vertical is just holding me back. I don't know.
I'll FaceTime you and we could practice.
Yeah, yeah. But maybe it's just my hang time that's letting me down. No pun
Yeah.
intended.
I knew you were intending.
Uh,
All
not
right.
always like coming off the lips, but I guess we'll discuss the
Well, we got.
midweek games coming up.
Yeah,
Next
we'll
time.
talk. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to. Let's talk Sunday because we talk Sunday. We could talk about what happened Saturday, and then we'll preview the midweek games.
Let's do all of that. Maybe
Do
we'll move
all
on
of
to another position player. You know what I'm saying? Like we did with middies today.
it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sounds good, pal.
All right,
Chat you later.
over and out.
Over and out.